It up for the whole 60 minutes as play gets underway. Driving it down into the corner. Taken there by Hedges quickly. Hands off to his forwards, breaks a tackle. Off the kickoff, left Javier in his wake. And now brought forward here by Mabani. Gets them up to their 40-metre line. Happy to continue working through the middle. Sends Prescott flying out the other way. Jeremiah Takira in at dummy half, takes a run to help his forwards out through the middle. Taken around the legs there by Prescott. Looking for an option, looking to complete early here as it comes out to this right-hand side, trying to find some space. Bit of early pass, tries to get some early ball out here to his wing. He cuts back. Well handled there by the Grange. Fifth and last now, ball hits the deck. Put into the air here by Edgidus. Taken safely there at the back by the Grangers. Now they'll have a chance to work it out of their own end. Tadura in a dummy half. Balu Sewer working up through the middle, wearing the number 1 for this afternoon for the Grange. Now Filavai Pilangi. Ball on the inside as they get them up over halfway. Runs towards Vaduvai. Prescott dummy half. Just out low, pass around the ankles there of Tanua. Shows it, eventually hands it off to Javier. Strong tackle out of the ribcage, forcing Javier onto his back on that occasion. Fifth and last now for the Grange. Comes out to Casey Tanua. Testing out the outside backs, easily taken there by Cleveland van der Lark. Drifting crossfield and pounced upon there. Strong shot coming across there was Kaisala. Jeremiah Takira quickly hands it off. And a breakout on the outside. Hamid trying to link up here through the middle, throws the dummy. Barlin Sewer comes across, grabs by the arm as the ball spills free. And now coming away with it is the Grange. Well, it was a nice run there. Yazan Hamid tried to link up on the inside with Arua. He threw the dummy and Barlow Sewer did extremely well. As they work it forward. Just shy of halfway. Nice interchange passing, runs towards Hedges. Prescott. First receiver, Tanua. Cut out pass for it in the front. It wasn't a good ball there from the young half. It was out in front of Javier. And the error ensues, so a let off there for the away side. And a chance now to work it out of their own end. So they feed the scrum. In the hands of Finahe. Long cut-out pass there. Out to his fullback. All of a sudden a bit of space there on the outside, trying to get around the outside of the Grange defence. They come back at the second time of asking to bring him to ground. So adventurous there off the scrum from Illawarra. And a penalty now. So they'll kick for touch, pinching a few extra metres now. So an early attacking chance here for Illawarra. Testing out the line defence here of the Grange. Happy to work it through the middle. Slipping through the tackle there of Tautha. And the ball spills free, illegally done so according to the referee. So another set, fresh lot of tackles coming up here for Illawarra. Quickly tap and go. Going to drive his way towards the line. Testing out the Grange defence here. Look to spread it back towards the post. Ball up above the half-back, flies it out to his fullback, slips out of the tackle. A chance here now if he can put it through the hands. He tries to go himself and brought down around the legs there and a good tackle. Happy to work it back towards middle. A little jink off the left foot, runs towards Tanua and breaks through the tackle and scores the opening 4-pointer. Well, the Grange defence, they were put to the test and unable to hold out Illawarra on that occasion. On the back of back-to-back penalties, Illawarra make the Grange pay and score the opening 4 points for this round 3 clash.
Sorry, bro. Have I given you enough room? I only just realised. Sorry. It's gonna be alright anyway. Everyone from New Zealand.
So it looks like it'll be the number 13, Marbani, who will line up this conversion attempt. Trying to make it a 6-0 lead.
Send me a copy of the team.
He strikes in and knocks it over the black dot.
Their team sheet. Do you have their team sheet?
I'll just write on these ones so I didn't split.
He might have just got the name mixed up.
What's it? Just say Yazan down the sideline. What's that? They just call it Yazan down the sideline, did you? No, you just put it.
Yazan's on
the bench.
Oh, he's on the bench.
Yeah. I just saw you said Yazan, that's all, when he made that break.
I do have Yazan at the bottom.
Yeah, so it's great. Look at that sheet.
So the Grange get us back underway. It's a wobbly old kickoff around the bootlaces, an error off the kickoff from Hedgenes. Well, it might have been unconventional, but the Grange, they'll get the ball right back and a chance to reply of their own. So on the back of those points, the Grange here, they'll have a scrum 15 metres out. A chance to hit right back. As Tanua feeds the scrum, Prescott now to Kaisala, a first receiver, driving the legs hard towards the post, taken there by Pleckers. What have the Grange got in attack? Prescott fires out to this right-hand side, putting it through the hands, running a nice line there into the shoulder. Looking for a quick play, the ball. Prescott will fancy his chances from close range. Asuli Prescott. He gets the markers not square and draws the penalty as he looked to burrow his way over from close range. Promising signs early on with the ball in hand here from the Grange. Prescott taps and goes. Now to Kaisala. Strong carry into Marbani. Go to the right-hand side. Long cut-out pass over the top. We touched there, 6 to go. Almost an intercept as he breaks out of the tackle. Still going here. Careful not to be taken into the out of the field of play. Back towards the middle. Gabriel taken by 3. Illawarra player still wrestling here as he tries to get to his feet for a quick play. The ball back towards the post they go. Kaisala brought down just shy. Set up here to the left. Fires it out. Casey Tanua, first receiver. Puts it through the hands here to Fasuala. Diving, puts it, slam it down. Josiah Fasuala. with the individual effort. It was dished out there to the left-hand side, and he did all the rest, spinning and slamming the ball down. And just like that, it's 6 points to 4, kick to come. Well, on the back of that knock on off the kick restart, Grange, they take full advantage. Back-to-back sets there, all too much pressure for the away side. It's a carbon copy of what Illawarra were able to do down to them, the other end of the field. It'll be Havia here with the kicking duties. He'll be kicking against the breeze in this first half. So plenty of points to start this first half already. Chance here for Isaiah Havia to level us right up as the ball comes flying off the tee with that breeze, causing all sorts of headaches. A wall of fellow students sitting up there on the hill as he steps in, strikes it nicely over the black dot, much to the delight of the local crowd. 6 points all the score between the Grange P12 College and Illawarra High. Down here at the Grange. Well, Sully Prescott showed just how dangerous he can be. Almost burrowed his way over from close range. He drew the penalty, and a couple of tackles later, they shifted out to the left-hand side. Fasuali did all the rest. Long driving kickoff there in the breeze. Will be lucky not to go out on the full, and yes, it does. So back-to-back errors from Illawarra, opening the door here for the Grange. They will start their set inside Illawarra territory. You can see earlier with the ball coming off the tee, this breeze blowing strongly behind their backs, and that kickoff had too much juice off the boot. And immediately the Grange get on with proceedings. Gabriel working it forward. Kaisala, workhorse through the middle for the Grange, and draws the penalty. Once again, gives him a shove for his troubles. Prescott will look to tap and go here, keep the momentum behind their backs as they work it forward. Gabriel for back-to-back carries. Takes 3 Illawarra defenders with him as Prescott quickly hands it off there to his number 4 in Ayuta Makala. Left-hand side, Casey Tanua, first receiver, big throw the big dummy for the Harbour Bridge. Eventually comes out here into the corner, and he'll dive over Fasi Leai. Well, how about that from the number 7, Casey Tanua? He threw the big Harbour Bridge dummy, handed it off to his outside man. Havia and Fatu Leo did all the rest, diving over in the corner. Back-to-back tries now for the Grange. Some ill discipline from Illawarra, just opening the door. The Grange too good of a side to let those opportunities slip. 10 points to 6, kick to come. From where we're positioned in the commentary, you couldn't see him go in the corner, but you could just tell by the reaction of all the crowd as he dived over in the corner, as all good wingers do. As Havia lines up this sideline conversion. He steps in, starts it out to the left, and that's where it'll stay. So 10 points to 6, the score remains. The Grange leading over Illawarra. Try to Shantai Fatuliai, extending their lead on the back of a couple of unforced errors from the away side. So both sides have shared attacking opportunities already in this first half. The Grange have had a nice little 5-minute window here. They've had all the running on the back of a A couple of errors, a few penalties, just gifting them some good field position. And when they're attacking inside that 20-metre zone, once that spine combines, causing all sorts of problems for the edge defence of Illawarra. As Haramau Takira gets us underway, the ball bouncing friendly there for the Grange as they work it forward. And no surprises, Kaisala brings it back with plenty of gusto, running into a wall of Illawarra defence. As the middle forwards look to roll up their sleeves, to go through plenty of work through the middle for their side. One off the ruck stuff here. Working it forward, runs towards Dawson. Fleckus involved as well. Now in the hands of Tanua, links up now with Fasuala. Scored their opening try. Gets them up just shy of halfway. 4 tackles gone. Prescott, fancy chance from dummy half. Watch that left foot. Breaks free down here down the sideline. Casey Tanua on the inside. Throws the dummy and a good shot coming across. Jeremiah Takira. As Prescott is shot on the inside. He said, I'm not falling for that dummy, son, and came across, forcing him into touch. A nice defensive play there from the Illawarra fullback. Well, that's the beauty of Sully. Prescott gets to quick play the ball quickly. He'll scoop that ball up and go for a run himself. Fancy his chances. On that occasion, Illawarra doing enough to shut down the play in the nick of time. So Dawson and dummy half. Hands it on to Cliff. Ethan Cliff in the number 4 jersey for Illawarra. Now Arua. Darnell gets them up over their 30-metre line. Headgear comes flying off there for Fasuala. Spinning, still driving here. Being driven back by a handful of Grange defenders. Long pass out on the left-hand side. Early kick from Finahe. Goes in behind the back there of Barlu Sewell. Too heavy off the boot. So Barlu Sewell will go back to collect and bring it out to the 20-metre for a tap. Actually, will be looks like it could be a 40-20 here for the away side. That kick from Finahe. Perfectly weighted from inside his own 40. Well, how about that heads-up play there from the Illawarra half? All of a sudden, the away side on the attack. Finahe showing some class right there as Dawson fancies chances from dummy half. Coming across in cover there was the Grange defence. Long pass out to the left-hand side. Little step. Finahe shows the dummy. Finahe trying to capitalise on his own good work. And he does just that. Well, he came up with the 40-20 just moments earlier. And Tully Finahe showing he isn't a one-trick pony. Showing the dummy. Nice bit of footwork close to the line and diving over to level this game right up. Kick to come. So once again, both these sides, if they find themselves in good field position, easily able to capitalise. Plenty of points flowing in this first half. Bree slowly being a little bit lighter against the faces here of the Grange, so making the conversion attempt a little bit easier now for Illawarra as he lines this attempt up. So Mabani taking his time here to try and give his side a 2-point buffer. He steps in, strikes it nicely, and waved away to the left of the upright. So 10 points all the score remains in this round 3 clash between the Grange and Illawarra. Illawarra making the trip down from Sydney today, their flight being cancelled yesterday. Pretty much coming straight from the airport, straight to the ground. And on to battle here as the Grange will get us back on the way shortly. Just waiting on a tee here out in the middle. Coach Shannon Love eventually making his way out of the field so play can get back underway. "30-minute halves we played out today for these NRL Schoolboys Cup clashes. As they send it downfield, another shallower kick. The ball takes a bouncer right angle, sits up friendly there for now Vatave. He'll bring it back and pinch a few extra metres. Left McCullough in his wake. Dawson gets out from dummy half. Taken there by Prescott, draws the penalty. So nice bit of work there from Tristan Dawson since coming on the field. Hedges will look to utilise the breeze behind his back. Kick for touch here. Not taking any chances. He drives it over the sideline. So they'll start their set in Grange's half now as they tap and go. Ethan Cliff breaks through one tackle, eventually taken there at the second time of asking, looking for a quick play the ball. They continue to roll on here through Taufa. Slipping through a few tackles in this set. It's giving them on the front foot here as they attack this Grange defensive line. Putting it through the hands. A little bit stop-start. Throws a long pass out of the top and easily pounced upon there by the Grange. Nice bit of work there from Havia. Just not getting that shift out to that right-hand side. Just their timing slightly off and the pass went askew and quickly pounced upon there by Isaiah Havia. Nice bit of work there from the Grange centre. Now Balu Sewa slips out of one tackle. Taken there by Tusala. Now Kaisala. Puts the bumpers up as he runs into traffic right there. Fighting in the play the ball. Now Mayava. Gets them 35 metres out from Illawarra line. Fifth and last now for the Grange. Prescott fires it out to the right-hand side. Little chip kick over the top there from Taufa. Well collected at the back. No mistakes on that time of asking. Now the outside backs look to get involved here. Help out their forwards through the middle. He's driven backwards here. Arua. Nice bit of defence as Grange rushed up to meet him. Ethan Cliff. So Illawarra struggling for metres so far in this set. The Grange, they've pinned them down their own end. Strong carry from Mabani in the pink. He gets some precious metres, get them on the front foot as they come towards the back end of this set. Dawson out from dummy half, trying to slip out of one tackle, does so. Eventually grabbed by the jersey and brought to ground. Fifth and last now for Illawarra. Player down in back play. Ball comes to the hands here of Finahe. Looking to loft that one high up in the breeze. Testing out Barlow Sewer. Safe as houses out the back there for the Grange. Nice little step there as he dances his way towards the line. So both sides getting into the arm wrestle as we come towards the middle stage of this first half. Savanella with that carry through the middle. Taken there by Dawson. Mabani involved as well as now play. We stopped for the player down in back play. So 10 points all the score between the Grange and Illawarra. Illawarra, they jumped out of the gates early. An early 4-pointer to get their account underway. But it was the Grange who hit back with 2 tries of their own, thanks to a handful of errors and penalties from the away side. But then it was the game-changing play, or at least a key moment in this contest from Tully Finahe. Sweetly struck a 40-20 and then backed it up with an individual effort to dance his way through the defence and score to level the game back up once again. Finahe will be one to watch as we get towards the latter stage of this contest, as the forwards get a little bit more tired through the middle. Those dancing feet will cause all sorts of problems. It looks to be Kasala out there now getting back to his feet. just came off second best in that previous set, trying to get through his usual defensive workloads. He makes his way back. Tough as nails, that kid. Inspirational leader for this Grange side. He's so strong and so paramount in everything that they do through the middle. Allows for the likes of Prescott and Barlow Sewer to play off the back of it. So a little breather there for both sides. Chance to reset as they're about to get us back underway. Casey Tanua, first receiver, throws a nice pass out there to Havia. Fans away, says see you later, still going, tries to link up there with his winger on the outside, trying to stay in the field, play a little rugby pass back on the inside. Going to be asked, it almost was too like a rugby union pass as he threw it up off the ground as he threatened to go into touch. It was a nice run there from Isaiah Havia. He had support on the inside. He opted to link up with Fadu Leite, who in the end ran out of territory, was forced to try and throw the ball back in field before he went into touch. Some promising signs out on the left edge for the Grange. Isaiah Havia causing all sorts of headaches for Samson Wood. Getting over the top of his opposition number on a number of occasions already in this first half, so that'll be an area they'll continue to pepper away as this contest continues, as Illawarra work it forward. Forced onto his back. That run there by Vadavite. Now, Taisala goes through, flick pass now, Wood. Wood around the outside, he's going to go here for the corner. Coming across, Barlow Sewer with a try-saving play. Well, Samson Wood broke his way through. Ethan Barlow Sewer came across in cover and said, you're not going anywhere, son, grabbing around the jersey and throwing him into touch. Well, an important play there from the Grange fullback, so he can do it with not only with ball in hand, but defensive workload as well. So Wood getting one back over his opposite number there as he burst through the defensive line with ease. He had support, opted to go himself and pin the ears back for the corner. But Barlow Sewer wins that little battle. Just what will that mean in the context of this game? As play goes on, and both sides have shown that there was still plenty of tries to be scored. Both teams threatening at each end of the field as they work it forward. Runs towards Vadavite. Tiani involved as well. Dawson and Mabani with the defensive workload. Strong carry here. Savanella pinching plenty of post-contact meters there. He's looking for the quick play the ball. He planned the ball before he got up. I was about to say he's lucky not to give away the error. We see that on a number of occasions, even in the NRL, where players will plant the ball before getting to their feet as he's trying to get the quick play the ball. And the error going against him. So that error opening the door here for Illawarra. So Hedges will feed the scrum. Finahe quickly dishes it off there to Cliff. Try to put a move there on his opposite number, well contained on that occasion. Now Tiani slips out a one tackle, almost bursts his way through and draws the penalty. So Isaiah Hedges not wasting any time getting this ball over the sideline and getting on with things here. He'll have a chance for an attacking raid. Ethan Cliff hands it back to that man, Tiani. Good tackle around the legs, brings the big man to ground. Quick play the ball, chance to play off the back of it. Dawson pins the ears back and tries to go close. Brought down just shy. Grange aren't out of the woods yet. Unconventional pass back towards the middle. Now in the hands here of the fullback as he fires a cutout pass here to Hedges. Now Wood jinks off his right foot, runs towards Tanua. And eventually the cavalry arrive for the Grange to bring him to ground. Hedges in a dummy half. Back towards the middle they go. trying to steamroll his way through, gets over the top of Barlow Sewer. Eventually, the troops come back in defence for the Grange. 4 tackles gone. Dawson go for the crash play, looking to spin and hit his way under the post. And Zach Marbani bulldozes his way through. And Illawarra hit back with a lead of their own, 14 points to 4. Zach Marbani wrestling there with the defence, too big, too strong on that occasion. And Illawarra will have a chance to extend this out to a converted try lead as we come towards the back end of this first half. Well, this first half already showing whichever side can dominate field position, I should say, and hold the footy and minimise their ill discipline. They'll come away with the chocolates. Both sides have been extremely dangerous, hard to keep out when given the ball in good attacking position. And Illawarra showing that just there once again. They spread the Grange thin on the edges, almost snuck over in the right-hand corner, head back towards the post. And ultimately, Marbani too good from that range. So this attempt from right in front. Marbani converts his own try. So 16 points to 10 the score. Illawarra leading over the Grange. We'll see if the Grange can nab a try back late in this first half. Trailing by 6 points. They have to do a rugby style kickoff here with the wind so strong down here at the Grange, making these conversion attempts hard as that one squirts along the ground and eventually will be picked up, taking no chances, allowing the ball to stop before eventually quickly handing off to Vadavite. Hedger just wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. Back through the middle. Tiani bulldozing his way through, pitching plenty of metres, getting his Illawarra sets off to a flying start. Now they go out from dummy half, finding their front with ease. Grange will be looking to try and slow down the play. The ball is Illawarra go on a roll. Now the try scorer Marbani. Ball comes out back through the middle. Pounced upon there once again by Tiani. And the ball coming free on that occasion. So a big let off there for the Grange. Illawarra, they had a roll on that set. The ball just spilling free there from Zach Marbani as he tried to head back away from traffic. So they'll pack the scrum 40 metres out from the Grange line. As the halftime siren sounds, so 16 points to 10. Illawarra, they'll head into the break with a narrow. They get us back underway. Kick-off taken here by KC Genoa and quickly hands it off through to his middle forward. Fafawata brings them up and they'll start their set 30 metres out from their own line. Through the middle they go. Havia taking 3 Illawarra defenders with him to eventually force him onto his back. Slow play the ball as the Grange look to complete early. Ball on the inside now. Slipping out of one tackle, Mayava still pumping the legs, taken there eventually by Hedgedus. Prescott fires a pass out into this right-hand side. Taufa looking to complete early here in the second half. They go to this right side. Prescott will kick from dummy half. Almost too heavy off the boot as it'll trickle dead. So once again, that breeze just taking that ball as it goes downfield now. A 20-minute tap coming right up here for Illawarra. A chance to work it out of their own end. Bit of footwork. Drifting crossfield, eventually runs into the shoulder there and put onto his back. Taken there by Gabriel. Now Wood. That was Plekas, my apology. The ball in hand as he plays the ball to Dawson. Charging onto it, slips through. Fighting there with Prescott. Prescott comes again for the third time of asking. Eventually brings him to ground. The troops came down. They go to this right-hand side. Illawarra looking to get a bit of ball movement here. The start of this set. Dancing, jinking. Eventually runs in towards Tanua. Wood will play the ball. Back towards the middle they go. Tiani. Good legs. Tackle there from the number 9. Dawson. Onto Mabani. Long pass out. Spacey on the left-hand side if they can find it. Quick hands. They look to put it through the hands. The centre will back himself. And Ethan Cliff goes over. And Illawarra, they continue their strong end to the first half by starting their account in the second with a 4-pointer. 20 points to 10 the score. Kick to come. Well, some strong carries through the middle as they march their way downfield. And Ethan Cliff on this left-hand side still had plenty of work to do as he made his way towards the line. And slams the ball down to extend Illawarra's lead. Running against the breeze in this second 30. No problem so far. As now a chance here for Zach Mabani to add the extras. Taking this attempt from 25 metres out. He's going to have to strike it sweetly to try and get this one through the uprights. 10-point buffer for Illawarra. So Mabani lines this attempt up. As he steps in, strikes it nicely, looking to bring back the breeze, just blows it away. It was a good effort. It was on target until the breeze had other ideas. So 20 points to 10, the score remains. So we'll see what response the Grange have right here. Grange looking for their first ever NRL Schoolboys Cup win. The newcomers to the competition in 2022. And they're looking to get the victory here over Illawarra, who are coming off a win over Hallam in round 2. The Grange, of course, went down to Hallam in round 1. 42 points to 10. See if they can turn around their fortunes right here. As Gabriel gets us underway. Now charging onto it, putting the bumpers up as he runs towards contact. Plenty of physicality in this contest as the Grange come again to bring him to ground. Immediately on the front foot, Illawarra over the advantage line and draws the penalty. So that strong carry off the kickoff, putting their set on the right foot. And they take full advantage. A chance now for Hedges to kick for touch. Well, when it rains, it pours. Everything going the way of Illawarra to start the second half as that ball will struggle to go into touch, where we saw the Grange on a number of occasions opt to take the quick tap rather than fancy their chances kicking for touch. And you can see just why, as that ball sat up in the breeze and straight into the hands there of Fataliai. And now just like that, Grange will be on the attack. As Havia staying down there in the tackle. So just a break in play as he receives treatment. Well, interesting choice there from Isaiah Hedges. He looked to kick for touch, looked to bite off a bit more than he could chew. That ball failing to find touch, and as a result, the Grange will have a chance to hit back with a crucial 4-pointer of their own to kickstart their second half. This will be Dawson who'll be heading to the sidelines, the number 14 for Illawarra. Yet to see who his replacement will be as he makes his way on to the field now. So playback underway. Prescott onto Fafawata. Taken there by Mabani. Go to this right-hand side once again. Mayava and the ball spilling free there as he wrestles with the defence. So an error coming off the back of that break in play. High fives all around from Illawarra. Grange coughing up the footy in good field position. Big let off for the away side as the Grange look to mount an attacking raid right there. Both sides were guilty of some ill discipline in that first 30, I should say. Both coaches Shannon Love and Nick O'Hara will be looking to see that key area of improvement in this second 30. Ball into the hands of Marbani. Slips out of one tackle with these, still go Marbani. Piggybacking the Grange defenders as he makes his way up into their half. The ball goes out the back there of Finahe, has to go back and get it, looking to put a little bit of footwork. Standing still, says, what can I get going here? Almost pokes his nose through, holding on around the legs there. A crucial tackle was Ayush McCullough. Now a bit of footwork close to the line, straightening things up. Taufa, good tackle from Prescott, brings him to ground. Ball jersey around the head as they go to the right-hand side. Long pass out here. Long cut-out pass onto that far wing, looking to cut back in to avoid being bundled into touch. Easy pickings there for the Grange defence on that occasion. Fifth and last now. Little grubber kick deflected. Will be a chase here. Played at the call, according to Matt Hicks. So a full set of 6 now coming up for Illawarra. Howard onto the field there for Dawson. Wearing the number 9 this afternoon. Coming to this right-hand side, cut out, pass out here on these. Look to dive the way towards the line, runs towards Tanua. They bring them down just shy of the white stripe. Prescott came screaming out of the line. Cries of offside as the ball's pinballing around there. And Prescott forcing the error. Came flying out of the line, almost pulling off the remarkable intercept play. But nonetheless, it was enough to put the Illawarra player off his game and the ball spilling free. So Illawarra unable to capitalise on that golden opportunity there. Full set attacking the Grange goal line defence. I think Illawarra have contained Prescott well so far in this contest. His running game, he's shown glimpses of what he can do, but so far the forwards have been doing their jobs through the middle to slow down the play the balls, which effectively nullifying Prescott's most dangerous weapon. As Tanua will feed the ball. Throws the dummy. Audacious pass close to the line there, coming out of their own end. Savanella did well. He was under all sorts of pressure, but all of a sudden opens up a bit of space here on the right-hand side through the dummy. Tauf off to take the tackle. Well, Shannon Loves would have been holding his breath as that ball floated up in the breeze as they were bringing it out of their own 10-metre line. They get away with it now. Back in the hands of Savanella. Gets them up over halfway. Taken there by Marbani. Now in the hands here of Ayuta McCullough. Hands it on to Gabriel. Fifth and last now for the Grange. Ball comes out here to Nua. And over end here, looking to put some pressure here on the back line of Illawarra. It's a friendly bounce. The ball spilled at the back. It's anyone's ball at this point as the ball spilling around. Well, that kick, he made an absolute meal of it as the ball bounced around and eventually going dead in goal. So a repeat set coming right up here for the Grange. It was a well-weighted kick there from KC to Noah, putting the outside backs of Illawarra under all sorts of pressure. as they come up with the error. See if the Grange can capitalise on this opportunity now. Full set attacking Illawarra's line. Breeze behind their backs. As Finahe just waiting to get play back underway. It'll be a shallow kickoff attempt as contested ball does extremely well. Havia tried to spin and go and find his way to the line. Did well with a whole pack of Illawarra players coming upon him. Casey Tanua dishes off. Rushing up there was Marbani. 2 tackles gone. Trailing by 10 points. Back towards the middle they go. Tepania gets them up just shy. What can they do off the back of it? Slow play the ball. Prescott going for the crash play here. Kaisala trying to wrestle his way close to the line. He'll be held up, so Illawarra do well to keep him at bay at that occasion. Comes out here to Casey Tanoa, throws the dummy. Jinx stepping, looking to drift crossfield, eventually grabbed there by Marbani. 5th and last now for the Grange. Trailing 20 points to 10. Prescott from dummy half fires a cutout pass here to the right-hand side. Little grubber in behind the line, chasing through, putting all sorts of pressure here on Arua. Arua breaks through now, all of a sudden turning defence into attack. It's Illawarra they're streaking away. Wrestling here with the cover defence as he grabs him by the jersey and brings him to ground. Got to be careful not to give away the penalties. He looks to drag him towards the sideline. No penalty coming as they now bring it back the other way. Illawarra coming out of the line, running into the shoulder there. Footing on his back, Kaisala. With the Grange looking to muscle up here. So the Grange look to have them trapped down their own end, and Illawarra breaking away, pinching 60 metres on the run. And all of a sudden they'll have a chance to score 4 points of their own as that one slipping up high from Kaisala. Nice decision to run there from Jeremiah Takera. Draws the penalty from the Grange big man. Just how quickly things can turn. Grange were on top attacking Illawarra's line, and now Illawarra a chance to turn the tables. Howard fires out flat pass there onto his second rower. Lucky not to be called forward there. And eventually the call comes. Looked forward out of the hands, as just getting their timing wrong as Taisala charged onto it. So big let off there for the Grange. So a rare chance to take a breath. It's action end to end from these two sides. Both teams look like they can score tries at any moment. It's blink and you miss it stuff so far in this second half.
Work together, boys, come on!
But the Grange will have to work down their own end first. Looking for their first ever NRL Schoolboys Cup win. Prescott fires it out to Taufa. Taufa wrestling there with Finahe. Looking to milk a penalty as he tumbles over as he plays the ball, quickly charging onto it. There was Savanella. Runs towards Cliff. Now Kaisala. Well taken there by Pleckers. Comes out, Casey Tanua. Looking to kick early, find some space in here behind the Illawarra fullback. Ball bouncing along in the in-goal area. Looks like he'd be happy to let it trickle dead, and eventually does so. So not the result the Grange were after there. That kick from Casey Tanua looked to have the goods, took a cruel bounce, and eventually trickling dead. So 6 tackles coming right up. Just immediately piggybacking Illawarra out of their own end. Runs towards Kaisala, almost slipping high. Finished off by Ayuta Makala. Now Marbani looking to weave his way through traffic. Taufa gets back to finish him off over the top. Charging onto it. Nice decoy run there as it comes out to the halfback, and now they look to put a little shift down the right-hand side. Taisala. Well handled on that occasion once again. 4 tackles gone. Howard in a first receiver. Links up with his middle forward, Vadavai. Well taken by Prescott. Looking for a quick play the ball. Howard now to this left-hand side. Finahe through the dummy, and immediately it'll be pounced upon there by Savanella. Well, he took it all the way into the line, and the Grange defence all over on that occasion, and they forced the ball free. He double pumped. Pumped one time too many as the ball spilled free, and the Grange bring it back the other way. And Gabriel, the ball coming free, just had a little look as he went to take it up into the line. So some ball control letting the Grange down in this second 30, continuously inviting Illawarra down their end. You have to imagine you can't open the door too many times before eventually Illawarra will slam it shut. So Finahe, feed the ball. Go to this right-hand side once again. Strong contact there as Jeremiah Takera bounced out of the tackle, eventually brought to ground, trying to get something going there for the Illawarra side. Marbani, first receiver, brings it forward, tucks the ball up under the arm. Slammed onto the turf. Vadavai. Back towards the middle. Pleckers, showing his outside. Off to take the tackle. 4 tackles gone. Look for a quick play the ball. Marbani, first receiver, long pass out here to Hedges. Long cutout pass over the top. Now chance here for Wood, looking to step back off his right foot. Working his way towards the line and eventually held up there from the Grange. 5th and last now. They go down that right-hand side once again. Trying to get something going, pops the ball back towards the middle. A little bit of zigging, bit of zagging, puts a little kick in behind, and chasing through Samson Wood. Well, it looked like there was nothing on it all there for Illawarra, and they turned something out of nothing. Samson Wood chasing through and planting the ball down. And as we spoke about just moments earlier, ball control from Grange continuing to come back to haunt them, inviting Illawarra down this end. And on that occasion, Illawarra make them pay. 24 points to 10, the score kick to come. Well, Illawarra looked to have fluffed their lines there on the last. They took it out to the right-hand side on the short side as well, covered by the Grange. A nice little kick in behind the line, and he was the only one chasing through. No one at home for the Grange on that occasion. Samson Wood getting in on the try-scoring action. So Zach Marbani, we've got a 14-point buffer as we come towards the back end of this second half. Illawarra looking to make it 2 from 2 in their clashes with the Melbourne Schools as he steps in, strikes it nicely, but across the face, so waved away. So 24 points to 10, the score remains. Illawarra leading over the Grange on the road. For the Grange, they'll be looking towards their superstars for a bit of magic to pick themselves up out of this hole that they've found themselves in this second half. They've had the breeze behind their backs. A number of handling errors just plaguing their attacking chances. They've shown throughout this competition they can score points when given the chance in good field position, but for a majority of the second half they've been forced to work it out their own end. We'll see what they have in response as they try and set the ball back up on the tee once again. That's Alizai Berriman on the field for the Grange. That one takes a friendly bounce for Illawarra, and they'll look to complete after points. Bringing it back, Tiani drifting crossfield, pinching a few extra metres for his troubles. Back towards the middle they go. Strong contact. Looking to hit and stick there, the Grange defences. Gets up, goes again, eventually taken there by Tepania. Now Mabani and flying through. Well, he had a little look on his inside, coming flying through the middle. Kaisala puts the strong shot over the top. And eventually the penalty coming. So a late call there. So it might have been Taufa that came through in that previous tackle. He's claiming that he wrapped around, not according to the referee, so penalty going the way of Illawarra, who just may well smell blood in the water. Chance to extend their lead and complete this victory on the road. Up by 14 points a try here. Just about seal the deal for the Sydney Bass outfit. Once again in the hands of Tiani. He's been strong this afternoon. Tries to link up to his right hand side. Tanua coming across. Once again, Tiani, absolute workhorse here for Illawarra, wrestling with the Grange defence. Vadavai slips out with the tackle of Kaisala. Ball straight back into the hands of you-know-who. Tony Tiani with another carry as eventually the ball spills free. Well, he was bound to drop one soon. He's had about 1 million carries in the past 5 minutes. Tony Tiani. He puts his hand up every time there's a kick restart. He's happy to pitch those extra metres. Certainly doesn't shy away from the contact as the ball spills free on that occasion. For the Grange, they need to make something happen and make it happen soon. Trailing by 14 points as we come towards the back end of this second half. Let's see if they can work a bit of magic as they look to bring it out of their own end. Trying to catch Illawarra offside there by trapping the ball in the scrum. They'll be asked to go back. Try that one again. Lee Prescott sends it back the other way, and the third time of asking. Here we go. Now in the hands of Tanua. They go for the early kick. A bit of razzle-dazzle as they try and catch Illawarra napping. Coming back, there is Cleveland Vanderlark, who comes back to collect, holding the ball in one hand. Audaciously so. Runs towards Tanua, who chases his own kick. So a big defensive set coming up here for the Grange. They try and trap Illawarra down their own end. Happy to run it from dummy half. Breaks out of one tackle. Eventually into the shoulder there of Savanella.
Get that back!
Howard works it forward. Taken there by Taufa. Gabrielle involved as well. Now from dummy half. Kaisala rushing up, brings him to ground on the halfway line. Grange trying to pick up their line speed. Wrestling there as they pinch a few extra metres in the post-contact metres. Fifth and last now for Illawarra. Ball in the hands of Finahe. Well, that one's just about to go back where it came from. Anyone's ball eventually grabbed there from an offside position. So it might just be the turn of the tide that the Grange need. Chance here to kick for touch and pinch a few extra metres. They need to score some points and score them quickly. Sully Prescott will waste no time in getting on with proceedings. Launches that one over the sideline. Let's see what the Grange have got here with ball in hand. They've done a whole lot of defending in this second 30. Chance here to score some more points. Still yet to score in this second half. Brought forward there by Finau. Finau will play the ball. And once again, the ball hitting the deck. Well, it's been a common theme in this second half. The Grange struggling to get on top of their ball control and in good field position on only the second tackle. Tepanea had a little look at the defensive line. The ball spilled free. Those little 1%ers coming back to hurt the home side. So those kind of mistakes you can't afford to make against a quality outfit like Illawarra. These key moments of the game when you thought the momentum might begin to swing in the home side's favour, whether it be errors or ill discipline, immediately putting Illawarra on the front foot. Finahe in at first receiver, does a little dance as they were asked to go back and try that one again. So a penalty on the back of that scrum. Piling on the pain here, Illawarra. They won't make the same mistake of trying to kick for touch. They opt for the tap and go this time. Now Taufa. Zek Taufa wrestling there with Prescott. Marbani, he's been strong for the away side this afternoon, wearing the pink headgear. The number 13 tries the flick pass out the back. All of a sudden a bit of a chance. Finahe quickly dishes out here to this left-hand side. It's going to take 3 Grange defenders to bring him to ground. Now Plackers runs towards Prescott. Kaisala over the top. This right-hand side looking for a little trick play. First receiver, Jeremiah Takira. Go to the right-hand side. Hedges, long cutout pass against the breeze. Cutting back here now is Cleveland van der Laak. Strong contact, Kaisala trying to force the ball free. And a penalty going against him on that occasion. They came rushing up out of the line trying to force an error from Cleveland van der Laak. Trying something, anything to lift his side. Illegally so, could the referee. So, full set coming up here for Illawarra to put an exclamation mark on this victory this afternoon. Leading 24 points to 10. They tap and go. Zek Taufa pumping the legs, pinching plenty of meters. Prescott does well to bring him down just shy. Could be more points on the cards here. Rushing up, Howard saw that, fancied his chances. He throws the ball up in celebration. Well, Grange, they rushed up out of the line and it opened a passage, and Zane Howard said, "Thank you very much," and dives over under the post. 28 points to 10 the score, kick to come. Well, Zane Howard looked to dish it out to his left and then saw the defence rush up. Almost couldn't believe his luck. It just opened up for him. And he dived over with ease to score his first try of the afternoon. He shared the dummy half duties with Tristan Dawson on numerous occasions this afternoon. Both the dummy halves have been strong for the away side, largely thanks to the work their forwards have done through the middle. Been getting their side on the front foot more often than not, which has allowed the likes of Finahe and Hedges to play off the back of it. Isaiah Hedges with the kicking duties now, just to the right of the uprights. He steps in, strikes it nicely, 30 points to 10. The score, 20-point lead here for the away side over the Grange in this round 3 NRL Schoolboys Cup clash. Well, the Grange, they've had a few highlights along the way, but it's been a disappointing second half. The breeze behind the back, they had a real chance to mount a comeback and hit back with some points of their own. But it's been all Illawarra have dominated proceedings.
Heads up, keep up the energy.
Grange looking to finish this game strongly in front of the home crowd. Berriman will look to get us underway once again. This one taking an awful bounce if you're an Illawarra player. Well, Cleveland van der Lark was there waiting for the ball to bounce into his lap. Instead, it bounced on a right angle straight into touch. Just like that, the Grange get the ball back. See if they can get their first try of this second half. Ayuta McCullough hands it off to Prescott, and they'll pack the scrum by the looks. So they're set up here to the right. Looks like it'll be Berriman out there, first receiver. See if they'll try and immediately put a shifter on the back of the scrum. Prescott fires it out to Berriman. Berriman steps off the right foot, looking to weave his way back through traffic. Ball in one hand, audacious flick pass out to Taufa. Taufa now looking to poke his nose through. Well maintained on that occasion. Bit of ad-lib footy coming now for the Grange. Prescott in a dummy half. Shows the dummy, jinks, zigzags, looking to grab his second. And Sully Prescott, as he's done so many times before, does it all himself from dummy half. Grabs the Grange's first try of this second. 32 points to 14 the score. Well, on the back of that kick restart that bounced at right angles in front of the Illawarra players, the Grange take full advantage, scoring a late consolation try there to their number 9, Sully Prescott. He's had to fill in the halves on numerous occasions in the NRL Schoolboy Cup. He's back in his preferred position of the number 9 in the hooker duties today, showing just what he can do right there. Casey Tanua holding the ball here for Berriman, who steps in looking to bring it back through and waved away. So 32 points to 14 the score remains. As the full-time siren sounds, so a late try there for the Grange. A little bit of joy, but it's Illawarra who get the victory on the road, 32 points to 14 down here at the Grange. Peach